What's up, homeschoolers? I'm Rebecca, and this is Watch Me Homeschool. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I really do appreciate it. I'd love it if you'd subscribe because this channel is all about watching me give you the real life, from start to finish, journey of me creating a pre-K homeschool, and I'm definitely excited to do it given everything that's going on in the spring, summer, and now into fall of 2020. We are keeping my son Gio home. He will be doing VPK or pre-K or pre-kindergarten here at home with me, and I'm excited to do homeschool, but there's a lot to take on. So if you haven't already seen my introductory video and some of the other videos that I have that kind of go over a little bit of what we're trying to do here and how I'm planning it literally from scratch, bit by bit, I hope you will join me. But today's video is a Dollar Tree haul for just some fun things for our homeschool classroom. And I love watching Dollar Tree hauls because you never know what people find at their Dollar Trees. I find it very interesting, and there's lots of great stuff for homeschoolers. Now that I am one, I can say that. But I always picked up like fun educational stuff at the Dollar Tree for my son even before I was quote unquote a homeschooler. So let's dive into the haul. I'll share everything with you, show you what I'm kind of intending to use it for, what I got, and stay tuned again to all the other videos that I have on this channel because I will be kind of splitting things up into small segments so that each video has its own purpose. So again, check out our schedule, our format, our planning, my brainstorming session, my planner, my schoolroom, like all those different things are gonna each be covered in a different video. Let's dive in. So, first up, I do plan to bribe my way through this. Obviously, I want to instill good habits with my son, and we do that already. We have a chore chart, which I'll probably show at some point. We do, another kind of reward system for good behavior and things like that. But for school, I do want to at least have him understand that there are certain rules to follow, and I'll go over a rules and rewards specific video, but right now I've just picked up some of the things that I'll be using for rewards. So this is just a little military set with just some things in here. My husband was military, and so right now my son is kind of very into kind of finding out more about my husband's military career, and so I think he would get a kick out of that. These I saw actually on a Dollar Tree haul from another homeschooler, and then saw them at my Dollar Tree and thought it would be cool. Apparently they climb on the wall. I've never actually used them, so we'll see how that goes. It's not all prizes, it's just where I ended up. Also, this channel is real life. So I talk like it is, I say it like it is. I don't really censor or edit or do anything like that. This is just real life recording, and most of the time it's gonna be with no makeup. So this is me, this is how it goes. Pipe cleaners, you can't go wrong with pipe cleaners. These will be great for threading, little fine motor skill activities, different craft things that we might do, counting, color sorts, all kinds of stuff. We actually had some, and now they're kind of dwindling down, so I replaced our stash. Let's see, there are a couple, that is for Christmas time. I usually get started planning Christmas like in August, so when I see things, I start to pick things up because you just never know when you're gonna find them again. So that's actually a stocking stuffer that we need right now. Thought I took out all the personal stuff already. Two different kinds of scissors. We actually had several of these and they were from the Dollar Tree, but they seem to be getting lost. So this is a 2-pair with the actual sharper ones, and then this is the more safety scissors. So he's in between both of them, so I just figured I'd pick up one and then have the two just to kind of cover ourselves. I'm trying to make very few trips these days out into public, so I'm trying to just stock up on everything while I can. These are writing strips, and I don't really have an intended purpose. Maybe I'll use them to write out some of the classroom rules, or he can practice his handwriting on them, or maybe I'll put up certain sight words. So I don't have a specific purpose, but I figured these would be good to grab and have. There's another little reward for the classroom, little Hershey's Kisses. These are Fox socks. My husband wears dress socks to go to work, like a lot of men do, but my little guy is very into wearing daddy's dress socks right now, so I figured I'd get a couple extra pairs of just random funny socks. and maybe for rhyming, maybe for other purposes, we could incorporate those into our routine. I'm nothing short of creative, so there'll be all sorts of stuff. A ruler, so we can do measuring. These have nice big numbers on them, so I feel like this would be great for a lot of different projects. So he has his own ruler. A dry erase marker, which will go along with a few of the dry erase things that I purchased. This board, which kind of has like the military camo motif. And so this will be great for probably doing large letters. I mean, we can do other things on here, but right now I'm thinking about like doing letters, and maybe even using some of the eraser things. I have some already where I write the letter and then he can trace the letter with the eraser and vice versa. So doing just some kind of letter big on the board, I think would be good for him. Writing, I think right now is one of our weak areas. He's pretty good with recognizing, talking a lot of those kinds of things, even counting and numbers. But I think the writing is probably going to be where we need to focus a lot of our time. Then there are these dry erase paddles. So I don't know exactly what we'll use these for, but who doesn't need a good dry erase paddle? Like, I think that will be very fun. Maybe letter matching, like uppercase, lowercase, that kind of stuff. Again, we're doing pre-K, so these are the kinds of things that I'm starting to familiarize myself with as like core things that we need to know, because I'm not a teacher, I'm not a homeschooler until now, so I'm learning as we go. The manuscript paper, so this, again, as I said, the writing is going to be an area that we need to focus on, so I think lots of this ruled paper. He can write, but he writes very big and he writes different sizes and it's not spaced well, and so I think having the lines and really kind of like, okay, Gio, we need to get these lines going, is really going to help him be an area that we need to focus on. So I think I might have goofed on this. This is a calendar, and I was like, oh, okay, calendar, good. I don't really think I need the calendar because I do a lot of things electronically and probably will do a binder for most of my things and then a hanging file folder system for his things, and we'll share that in another video. But this, I saw the plastic, and so I thought that I could slip worksheets in, because they have these pockets that you can put a worksheet in and then they draw on it with the dry erase marker, and so you can use the worksheet over and over again, not having to print the worksheet out multiple times. And so I thought that's what this was, or not that's what it was, but that's what I could use it for and like makeshift it, but I'm not really sure. So maybe I just have a calendar. Whatever. This is just a sketch pad, and so, you know, he doesn't really have one of these. We've done a lot of, like, I would tape a big piece of craft paper to the wall and let him draw, or have it on a, he draws in notebooks a little bit, but I think maybe having like a nice sketch pad might encourage him to do some more creative drawing or something like that. I mean, I don't have a creative drawing bone in my body, but maybe he does, and we just need to unearth it. You never know. So I love flashcards. I have several, and we already have a lot of flashcards that I've gotten at the Dollar Tree. This time I was very discerning in picking out my flashcards because the other day I went through all the flashcards we had and I was like, these are terrible. Why did I buy these? Like, these are nonsensical. So these, oh my God, look what I did. I think will each now serve a purpose now that I'm thinking with a purpose in mind. So these are Dr. Seuss number cards. So again, just good for counting. You can play different games with them. We can use them for a lot of different things. But he was into Cat in the Hat recently, so we'll see how he does with that. That might catch his attention. Right now it's all about just like keeping their attention and making them interested and motivated for whatever the thing is. Like, he's not interested in a worksheet intrinsically. Like, I'm gonna have to get in there and get dirty. So I'm hoping that any stop I can pull out to keep this sucker interested will be what we need to do. So alphabet flashcards with the letters and the animals, I thought that would be fun and different. So, you know, again, we can talk about the letters, of course, but like land and sea, where does the animal belong? If we talk about geography, where do the animals live? Like all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, that might be a little aggressive. Rebecca, whoa Nelly. Rhyming, so this is definitely something that is on the kind of like rubric or benchmarks or goals for what I've been researching for pre-K and kindergarten. So this is ages 4+, and so he's actually pretty good. We do a lot of like fun, silly rhyming talk, but I think that maybe having some visual with the words might be fun. Same and different. This is stuff from like, duh, come on, it's so basic. But actually, I do think that it's not that he doesn't know these things, he does. But I think checking and reviewing and making sure that all of the different comparative and descriptive terms and things are covered, because I saw that again on like the benchmarks and stuff. So I just want to make sure that, you know, that I'm covering all the things that the teachers that know what they're doing would be covering with a full-fledged curriculum and plan. So fun with phonics. So this will be interesting. We have a lot of different phonics things, a lot of stuff I already have, which I'll share in another video, because we did pull him out from his preschool, when was maybe March. And so I did some stuff with him, and then we did kind of like summer camp to just kind of keep him in the spirit of learning things. So I do have a lot of stuff already, which I will share, but this I just thought would be another good addition, because it does have, I think it's called blending is what I'm learning, where it's like 2 letters together. I could be completely making that up, but I've heard of blending, and then I see these 2 letters. I'm like, maybe that's what they're talking. I don't know. God help me. Phonics 1. So then this is just some more phonics. So those should all kind of go together. And, you know, maybe we use some, maybe we don't. Maybe I laminate some and we use them all the time. Like, I just don't know how we're going to put all this together, but I feel like what I picked up wasn't too much. I think it was like less than 40 bucks. And I did buy some other non-school things. So we'll see how it goes. Colored pencils, we have some. He loves them. We're going to keep going with the colored pencils, because some stuff they have all the time, and then some stuff they don't, and it's only back to school. Large glue stick, we have some. You can always use more. Snackaroonies, he hasn't had these in a long time. Like, he was all about them. Like, I used to put them in his little lunch when he would go to preschool, and then I kind of got away from them, and he hasn't asked for them or anything. So I feel like if I pull one out, that might really be like exciting. More crazy socks, again with like the military camo theme. I'm really trying to tailor this. I mean, pulling out all the stops here, people. Some M&Ms. And it seems like a lot, we just don't keep candy in the house very much at all. Like, my husband probably has his own little side stash, and that's it. Like, I had to purposely go and buy these things for this purpose, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have them over a long period of time. So these looked so cool, and they only had 2 packs, but I grabbed them, and I thought, perhaps if I really like these, you can order from the dollar store on the internet, on those interwebs, and then ship it to the store. I don't know if they do home delivery. I know that they do ship to the store for free. So I thought if I wanted more of these to do cool stuff, like if he really was into it, then I could order like a case and either keep them all ourselves or share some with like another homeschooling local friend, but to be able to get more specifically of these. So you just like build things with them, and they kind of interlock with those little slits. So we'll see how that goes. More pencils, because he is kind of into Star Wars and things that are black, because all the, you know, the bad guys in Star Wars are like Kylo Ren and Darth Vader and Darth Maul. They all are in black, so he's really into black right now. Ballpoint pens, just of various colors. I hope the ink is different colors. Cap color is ink color. Yes, okay, good job on that. So that'll be good for whatever. So these we had once, and then the nets broke. And so we have a pool. We live in Orlando, Florida. We have a pool, and he also has a lot of those foam letters that are like this big for the bath. And so either whether we played in the bath or we played in the pool, I thought it might be fun to like scoop up the letters, look for certain letters, do a hunt with the letters, fling the like, I don't know, something with the letters in the net. Just trying to keep this little sucker busy. These counting blocks of foam. So I've seen these. There's all kinds of counting things. Like every learning place that I've looked, it's like counting bears and counting this and counting that. I'm like, I'm not going to have all that stuff. Like, I am not an actual school. This is my house. And so I can't keep all that stuff. But I do recognize that like having fun colors, having different things, manipulatives, allegedly. So we'll do that with these. I don't They have ones that you can like snap together, which I thought was cool, but I think maybe we'll just keep it. I mean, again, these are $1. The things that are like super fancy are like $30. And while I did order some fancy things, and those will be shown in a separate haul, this is the dollar store haul. The die, but it's the dry erase, so you can write on it whatever you want. So I could write letters, I could write numbers, words, whatever I want. So I thought that would be cool. Is that it? Oh, so that's it. So that's everything I got from the dollar store. So I don't know exactly how many things this is. I was gonna count before I started the video, but I got excited and started the video first. So this is everything that I got from my very first Dollar Tree for homeschool pre-K. Again, very excited, and I really hope that you can get something out of this channel, especially if you are one of those people that kind of fell into this like I did. You know, we're gonna make the best of it. I'm excited, I'm looking forward to it, but it's not something that comes naturally to me, and it's not something that I sought out or wanted, but I'm happy to rise to the mom challenge, and I look forward to sharing that journey with you. So please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can tell other homeschoolers about it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that we can hang out again, and leave me a comment below and say hi, and I can say hi back. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.